Hey everyone, it's Dwayne here. Welcome to another episode of Snapshots from the Summit, my friends. 5 minutes of amazing goodness that will enable you to unlock the money vault, finally cracking that code, flipping the bird at the 9 to 5, and then again, finally being able to escape the cage that's got you imprisoned, whether that is the 9 to 5 or whether that's a business that's not bringing home the biscuits, so to speak. We are on episode 4 of 6, where I am going to show you how to radically transform your life in the next 365 days or 1 year. I'm going to show you 6 things, right? 6 things that you can implement immediately starting today to create that transformation in 365 days from now. You will not recognize yourself. Episode 1, we talked about eliminating the complaining and eliminating the environment from which you would be prone to complaining. Episode 2, we talked about skill selection and cultivating a new skill set in the next 365 days. And on the previous episode 3, we talked about, what did we talk about, my friends? Anyway, I'll come back to it. Episode 3, we talked about an internal versus an external locus of control. And it was definitely much better to be internally in control of your life as opposed to be the bobbing cork down the river that is totally out of control and is just subject to the forces of nature. You don't want to be one of them. Anyway, today we're going to talk about a habit that I put off for a very, very long time. I knew it was a great habit to have. In fact, in my exhaustive research, it was a habit that Fortune 500 company executives practice daily. It was a habit that all the successful people practiced. It was a habit that entrepreneurial giants practiced. And I knew rationally that it was something that I needed to implement, but it literally took me 5 years to actually implement it, right? Because you know what it's like. You have good intentions, you know, New Year's resolutions, but you just don't do it because we are literally a computer operating system, right? And unless you whack in new software, then nothing changes, right? That's why you haven't been able to unlock the money vault, right? Because you're operating off outdated old software that doesn't work anymore, right? You need to input new software to ultimately be able to unlock the money vault, flip the bird at the 9 to 5, and escape the cage that you've built for yourself. Now, what I'm going to give you today, this practice literally helps you install new software. Now, you've probably heard of it before, but you haven't practiced it. And that, my friends, is mindfulness or meditation, which can take many, many forms. There's some fantastic apps out there. I myself use Calm, the Calm app, C-A-L-M, the Calm app. There's Headspace. There's a multitude of them if you just go into either Google Play Store or into the Apple Store. You'll find a multitude of them. They're just a couple that are recommended. But how I got over the hurdle of doing it was I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see, you see these little post-it notes on the wall here, right? So these are the projects that I work on. And one of those projects is project meditation, right? And so literally project meditation is how I got started. Was I committed to doing 1 minute of meditation a day, right? Wherever I could fit it in. 1 minute of meditation, the Calm app on for a minute, and away I go. Now, on average, I have done anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes daily, right? I've missed 3 days across 1.5 months. Now, this is from not doing this practice. In fact, committing to do this practice for 5 years and never being able to do it, but because I have committed to doing 1 minute of it, and that's a successful completion of the task. 1 minute, right? So if I sit down and meditate for 1 minute, I've done my meditation, right? And so that's how you can build a new habit into about anything, is just commit to doing 1 minute. You can do anything for a minute, right? It's just the getting started that inhibits so many people. That's right. I've got to learn all this new stuff. I've got to do this, got to do that. Got to meditate for an hour, blah, 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 right? 1 minute. I've got to exercise for a minute, right? A new exercise program. So do it for a minute. Here's the odds. It's just the hurdle of getting started. That was what it was for me. I have not ever meditated for a minute. On average, I will meditate for like a minimum of 10 minutes, right? 10 to 15 minutes a day. But my goal is accomplished with the getting it done for a minimum of 1 minute, right? So your life will absolutely, even in the 6 weeks or so that I've been doing meditation, I've noticed marked differences in the ability to be able to control my thoughts, clarity of thoughts, noticing things that I've never noticed before, right? Little things that you notice. This has been the difference for me. Clearing the clutter has been a massive difference for me. Minimizing the stress response, massive difference for me. And that's just, like I said, 6 weeks. Missed 3 days. In a previous practice, that's taken me 5 years to start, right? So meditation, however you're going to do it, add it, right? And get rid of the shit that doesn't work, right? Because meditation 100% will work for you. Okay, so like I said, grab one of those apps, either Calm or Headspace or whichever one works for you, and do it. Just add it, right? If your goal is to radically transform your life in the next 365 days, then meditation is one thing that you want to make sure is a daily practice. That's it, my friends. That's episode 4. I will be back with the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. Till then, if you need some help, my friends, reach on out. Above or below this episode, you will find 3 ways. Pick one. Let's see whether we can get you on that quest to quickly unlock the money vault, flip the bird at the 9 to 5, and ultimately escape the cage that's got you in prison. This is Dwayne signing off for the team here at Conquer Your Everest. Till the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. Bye for now.